We're here, everyone. Final episode this week of November. So, episode 40 of Neo Reality Collective, everyone. We're here. We're going to talk about things, and as you see the ticker, comics are here. Oh, and 7 days coming up. So look forward to that. Also, the election, I think, is still we don't know, other than Biden's clearly winning. But yeah. Um, So there is a bunch of news, but the big primary sell here is the new comic releases. I won't show what this one is, but the new comics are out. So look forward to what I have to store at the end of this. Scorpio Sky says he is in good health after being pulled from AW Dynamite over COVID precautions. So it was announced that due to through contact tracing, Scorpio Sky did come in contact with someone who had the virus, and as such, they are going to precautionarily keep him home for a while, 2 weeks quarantine, all that. Love the transparency, love all that. And also, Tony Khan has publicly come out and said that they will be restricting talent regarding third party shows due to the growing risk and the protocol. So Tony Khan is trying to be a firm ruler, a firm leader, while also trying to give them the creative liberty. So they want more expressive permission and want more guarantee on that. So props to Tony Khan on that. Scorpio Sky has come out and said in a tweet, "I want to thank those who reached out in concern and let you know I am okay. Once I found out I had come in contact with someone who might have the COVID 19, I immediately notified the AEW medical staff, got tested, and it was negative. At that point, I went out and got myself tested elsewhere to be sure and again, it was negative. The person I was in contact with also tested, and the results were negative. So the important thing is that I am in good health and eager to get back to work." So originally, Scorpio Sky was supposed to fight Shawn Spears, so naturally this was going to be the biggest match in everyone's careers. So stay tuned for that. Uh, they have announced that the match will be happening. It's just been postponed, so good job on that. So I would like to see Scorpio Sky be healthy, recovered, and hopefully does not go through any horrendous ordeals that involve me being depressed again. So, Scorpio Sky, keep up the good fight, and we want to see you around for a lot longer times. Dudley has filed 2 new trademarks in their war of trademarks. They have trademarked Ezra Judge and Skylar Story. Okay. Ezra Judge is the new in-ring name for EJ Niduku. I don't know. And it is unknown who will be using the name Skylar Story. Okay. I have no opinion on this, but I will say Skylar's Story. Skylar, I have no problem with Story. I'm thinking of Lady in the Water, where they have one of the characters be literally named Story. So I don't have an opinion on that. WWE is continuing their trademarking battles to get as much properties as possible as part of the content. But yeah, we'll see how that goes. WWE is reportedly planning a big feud between Roman Reigns and Daniel Bryan. I mean, it shouldn't really come as a surprise. It's Roman Reigns and Daniel Bryan. And this was shown off. This was implied a lot more after Jey Uso took out Daniel Bryan after the attack when he finally turned heel and joined up with Roman officially. And the storyline update was that he suffered a bruised kidney, multiple strains and contusions throughout his thoracic and lumbar spine in the attack. It was also noted that Bryan was back home at home resting up. So he lost the qualifying match against Uso and everything. So yeah, Daniel Bryan is set to feud with Roman Reigns. Probably either, if I had to guess, it's going to be either after Survivor Series or he's going to come back at TLC like he did last year. Daniel Bryan has said this will be his last full-time run as a WWE superstar, and Yeah, and it was looking like they were going to feud with Seth Rollins, which sadly didn't happen. But now it's like, okay, Daniel Bryan's going out to put people over, give them a chance to shine. Let's just hope he fights Drew Gulak and fights Johnny Gargano. Oh, because I demand that, and he puts them over big time. And so, yeah, and I'm looking forward to seeing Daniel Bryan versus Roman Reigns again. And honestly, that's the one match that outside of the Shield tag team matches they did, Roman and Daniel Bryan haven't really interacted that much in terms of fighting each other since Fastlane. Like, yeah, they had interactions where it looked like it was going to do a feud with them, but then they exchanged it for Eric Rowan and Luke Harper, which I honestly did enjoy, and I was glad they were trying something new with Rowan. And then they gave up after a month and did something stupid because this is the WWE. So yeah, I am glad they're trying something new with it. I'm glad they're gonna bring this role reversal now, where Bryan's the hero, Roman is the villain, and the fact that Roman has improved so much from 2015 onwards really could be an amazing thing. So yeah, it is gonna be an exciting time, and I'm looking forward to it. So apparently Miro was almost fired before WrestleMania 34 because of course he is. So as part of the recent episode of Talk is Jericho, there was an incident before in his dark match before WrestleMania where he was almost fired for the shenanigans during the match, where he talked about the fallout of the incident where he took a pin in the four-way match at WrestleMania during the Rusev Day run. We had a dark match before Mania, and I got super kicked by the ref. I guess they got really mad about that, but once again, it's a dark match. So it's me, Baron Corbin, Aiden English. That's my Aiden! Versus the Usos and AJ Styles. We go out there, and I had an idea of a super kick party. They will super kick us 3 times in a row. Then we'll throw Aiden English to get super kick. He rolls out. We throw him back in. He gets super kicked. People are loving it. Finally, all of us roll. We stare at each other. I think it's the Usos and the ref that super kicks all three of us. AJ puts on the ref shirt, ref shirt on, comes down, counts 1, 2. I kick out, of course, because I'm going to protect myself. Then we go through the back and we get yelled at. We got fined, and they told me if I didn't kick out, I was going to get fired. Vince wasn't there. Vince left. They yelled at us. We had phone calls. We had emails. We had another phone call. They made me lose at Mania 3 weeks later. We had a four-way. There's 3 people that can lose. And I hate to say, but out of those 4 people, I believe I was the most over. Why would you make me lose? What does that get you? God damn it. So this was a dark match. No one in the public is watching other than just fans. Rusev has this idea of, hey, let's just have some fun, just do wild shenanigans. It's a dark match. It doesn't really matter. Plus, I'm really popular. I'm saying I can like this word. And Vince throws a hissy fit. This is why AEW happened for the most part, because they were frustrated at the creative restrictions and they wanted something else. They wanted to be either, look, if you don't treat us with respect or treat us like with some degree of humanity, then we'll leave and go somewhere else or do our own thing and form our own company. Much like how, Rob Liefeld and a whole bunch of artists left Marvel and went to Informed Image because they wanted to create their own work and focus more on being their own thing and whatnot. So, well, at first they started off trying to build their own universe, which didn't work out because the policy of creative owned licenses, where the artist and writer gets to create their universe and whatnot and own it, they couldn't build a shared universe out of that concept because if someone left Image and took their stuff, that means they would have to find some way to pluck it out of existence, even if it was a major property. So yeah, that's a conundrum. But that's what AEW is. It's basically like Image Comics, where they were like the wrestlers get to be expressive, they get to come up with their ideas, they get to own their works, they get to do their passion projects, and they get to have wild, fun shenanigans after on Dark or after shows where we just have fun with the crowd. Like that adorable Orange Cassidy kid that just did super kicks to Billy Gunn. Yeah, that kid's adorable. Orange Cassidy Jr. So, or when Orange Cassidy Jr. punched Cody Rhodes in the face. So, yeah, like if WWE was more lenient on dark matches and house shows, and they could make an entire content library for the WWE Network out of that. That like archival footage can only go a long way, but new content is needed in the streaming era now. But I think this, and I was like, why are you restricting yourselves of what could be a bathe of content? And whereas you make a content library of stuff that didn't even last an episode, that only lasted like what, one episode, we were gonna call it Botch Club, which basically involves superstars failing miserably or botching and potentially some getting hurt, and make jokes about it, which could have led to Vince, if it had gotten over well, would have led to shows intentionally botching, making the magic die when it's the funny kind of botching, not the bad kind of botching that gets injuries happening. Yeah, that's the big problem people would have. So there is news on the main issue of bringing Pac back to AEW storylines. So AEW officials have reportedly have created plans in place for Pac's return into the storylines. There's no word was planned, but Wrestling Observer newsletter reports that the issue isn't much as getting Pac into the United States to work as it's getting back home to the UK. Due to the protocols, Pac would have to go through 2 weeks of quarantine every time he goes back home after working AEW tapings. Oh boy. As seen in the video, Pac returned on this week's Dynamite to break his silence, where he basically admitted that he's gone crazy being 7 months in quarantine, where he talks about how he's more obsessed, gotten bigger, faster for the past 7 months, and it's gotten more insane. He also said he's become a casualty of the rotten world we live in. But it's okay, he's been through this before. Yeah, like that one time when he was stuck for a year at home and wasn't able to do anything because he hated the WWE and pissed off after the Enzo Amore shenanigans, and after being told straight up by Vince and Enzo Amore, you do not matter to me. No matter what you did for this company, no matter if you put NXT on the map, you do not matter. So, yeah. He holds a title for a division, trying to keep it up for 9 months. Enzo does it, is selling merch. He gets it after one match, and get the cruiserweights on main event stuff on Monday Night Raw. So I'm pretty sure that pissed him off. So yeah, he can only do so much. So remember how I said in previous videos on the collective where it looked like Mandalorian season 2 was going to be more like it's still focusing on the Mandalorian, but we're gonna like have these characters show up and Easter eggs to spin off into other projects. Well, there's rumors that Boba Fett is getting a Disney Plus spin-off regarding his Boba Fett appearance in the season premiere, though it could have been easily Captain Rex, but now it looks like, according to Deadline, a Star Wars TV show is kicking out principal photography in the final week of 2020, and speculation amounted that this could be the third season of The Mandalorian, filming under the name, I can't pronounce that. However, Deadline noted a rumor is that the miniseries starring Boba Fett would actually film in that time frame. After Boba Fett shows finishes filming, Mandalorian season 3 would then begin. So it looks like Boba Fett is indeed getting his own series. However, the outline does not provide on any details who would be writing and directing this miniseries. Prior Boba Fett rumors suggested that Star Wars presence would be limited to the show, with the show reportedly following the character across multiple seasons. So, yeah. And this would also align to prior former CEO Bob Iger, who suggested earlier this year, prior to his resignation, and that there were plans for Mandalorian, especially season 2, to receive spin-off shows like the rumored Ahsoka show, and probably focusing with Sabine on that. The character we saw in Mandalorian season 1, I can't pronounce her name, and Boba Fett, and any other special characters like probably Grand Moff Gideon, or potentially Bo-Katan if she does show up alive, though I do think she's dead. Yeah, but it was mentioned that another rumors previously circulated that spin-off starring Mandalorian characters Cara Dune, okay, that was her, alongside Rebels character Bo-Katan Karras was in the works, though Deadline reported that such project does not appear to be real, at least for now. So it does look like, oh, well, that might be a thing, but it might at the same time not be. It might be a thing at the best. it might be a thing down the road, but yeah, that does look like the route they're going. So yeah, see season 2 while focusing on the Mandalorian while he tries to find Baby Yoda's people. When I think about that, I was like, let's see, does he go to the Yoda species that shouldn't have a name, but they're just called Yoda species, or should he join the Jedi and be slaughtered by Kylo Ren, and then later the Knights of Ren? Or should he go to Mortis? Because I wouldn't be surprised if that's the route they're going with, especially if Ahsoka's showing up. So we'll have to see when that comes out. So as part of DC's multiple endless tie-ins, which may or may not be part of my pile, the tie-in story, The Last Stories of the DC Universe, has revealed its full creative writing team. So I'm gonna show the listings of all this. I mean, like, I could wait till the issue actually comes out, but yeah. But here's the summary of what it says in this preview. How would you spend your last night on Earth? The final battle against the Batman who laughs is at hand. The final battle for the fate of the universe. The fate of everything. It's coming tomorrow, and survival is not assured. But tonight, our heroes have what might be their last chance to say their goodbyes, to let go of regrets, to spend times with the ones they love, or to do as much good as they possibly can. For some, these stolen moments will be their last stories. Oh no, I can't imagine a world without Superman or Wonder Woman or, oh my god, this is bullshit. So we got the Titans in Together, written by Joshua Williamson, James Tyrion IV, art from Scott Snyder, Green Lantern in Last Nights by Jeff Lemire. We got Wonder Woman in The Question, and I think you got that wrong, written by Markiro Tamaki. I'm pretty sure I butchered that name wrong. Sorry about that. Green Arrow and Black Canary and Dust of a Distant Storm, because we've lost track, written by Gail Simone. And in fact, now that I think about it, like in Heroes in Crisis, there. Okay, so like, so in Doomsday Clock, there are a couple again, and then at the end of Green Arrow's run, Green Arrow's book, he quit, then he's back out of nowhere and went into hiding, and then never was followed up on that. In fact, now that I think about it, what happened to that box he opened? The box he was given in Justice League No Justice, like, was that ever followed up on? Could that be the key? Yeah, I kind of forgot about that. I kind of just remember that. Aquaman and Whalefall, written by Christopher Selvia. I'm pretty sure I butchered that last name wrong. The Bat Family and We Fight for Love, written by C.L. I can't pronounce her name. And the last writer of the Batgirl run. Superman and the Man of Tomorrow, written by Mark Waid as part of his big return to the DCU. And colorist Francis Manapul. Cover by, well, you saw the cover, which features the new Teen Titans team back together. Woo! With the variant cover of Gary Frank and Brad Anderson. And there's only one logical explanation. I demand it. So yeah, we got that. So those are the writers of the last stories of the DC Universe, or of Death Metal. On sale on December 8th from DC Comics. So look forward to that, everyone. So it's looking like Wonder Woman 1984 has been delayed. Probably, again. It was kind of inevitable. Like, they could just wait. They could just release an HBO Max and do the Disney Plus model where they put a premium new release as a separate price and then wait for a couple of months to see it come to free for the subscribers. So we got tragedy in the art of DC comic films. Wonder Woman 1984 has probably been delayed, so DC Comics has basically announced that we're canceling the tie-in covers for December. Everyone go home. So they've been rescheduled. DC Comics has told comic book retailers that 4 of the 9 Wonder Woman 1984 variant covers to be published in December for those from the first 2 weeks of December had their orders canceled, and that they would be resolicited at a later date, no longer aligned to the movie release date, but to Wonder Woman's 80th anniversary in 2021. But Bleeding Cool has confirmed that all 9 variant covers planned for December have now been canceled. Additionally, DC Comics canceled all orders for the Wonder Woman of History book, originally planned for September, then also rescheduled for December, celebrating the lives of specifically notable women framed by Wonder Woman's story. The question is, has DC Comics just decided not to be the subject of whims of their owners, Warner Bros., or has a different plan for these comic books now, or do they already know that Wonder Woman 1984 is going to shift its date one more time, and are moving all sale opportunities close to that new release date? Yeah, tragically, that means the art germ variant of Wonder Woman, which means I have been denied awesome perfection and of art germ. I demand a refund if I even tried. But we'll see if all these will come back out, because damn it, a lot of these variants were pretty awesome and whatnot. Like, we got the Jim Lee variant, the Archer variant. Those are pretty much the only two I'm interested. So look forward to that. So, Wolverine, Black, White, and Blood. #1 is missing 2 pages. Now, it's been told that Diamond and Marvel Comics have reached out to retailers regarding printing issues with the comic. It only seems to affect the Ron Garney cover and the 1/100 Howard Chaykin cover. But it seems by using a printing layout for another comic book out this week, Web of Empire's End, these comics are missing 2 pages of story from the comic book, and instead you get a story page from Web of Venom and the title page too. Oh boy. So, oh dear. Bling understands the replacements are being arranged by Marvel Comics and Diamond distributors, but we happily get confirmation on that. Here's the Garney cover already being sold as a misprint for $10 on eBay. God damn it. And the Chaykin cover, so yeah, yeah, that definitely doesn't relate to anything I may have bought. Damn you, Diamond. So anyways, Watch Dogs Legion in-game podcast host to be replaced, Ubisoft confirms. British journalist Helen Lewis will no longer appear in Watch Dogs Legion. They have plans to replace the podcast host who has made transphobic comments in the past, Kotaku reports. Helen Lewis, a London-based journalist who serves as a staff writer for The Atlantic, hosts 2 episodes of Watch Dogs Legion Buccaneer podcast. However, Ubisoft confirmed that both episodes will be replaced in an upcoming update. The studio said that Lewis's comments don't affect those either of Legion or Ubisoft. We were made aware of controversial remarks from a journalist whose voiceover performance appears in 2 mini in-game podcasts and Watchdog Legion. Neither Ubisoft nor the game reflects this journalist's viewpoints. Ubisoft went on to say that while in-game podcasters are reciting a pre-approved script, it is aware how the collaboration may seem to be giving credence to harmful viewpoints. The development team worked with an external producer to select speaker profiles for these podcasts, and were not aware of the controversy at the time of booking or recording. All the in-game podcasters are following the pre-approved script and are not speaking in their own name and with their own opinions. We understand this collaboration itself may be seen as offensive, and we deeply regret any hurt this has caused. In response, we will be replacing these 2 podcast episodes in an upcoming update and reinforce our background checks for partners in the future. Okay. So yeah, he did this back in 2017 before joining the Atlantic, and yeah, I'm not gonna get into this. Sorry. Just oh god. So yeah, that happened. WWE is going to give a quote final farewell at Survivor Series event. So WWE will air 30 years of the Dead Man throughout November, including a recently debuted documentaries meeting The Undertaker and WWE Untold, The Phenom and Legend Killer, which went in depth about Randy Orton and Undertaker's feud from 2005. And however, so they said Mark Calloway is ready for his last ride and everything. and Undertaker is scheduled for his final farewell at 2020 Survivor Series, which was the beginning of the dead man's career 30 years ago. So it's the 30th anniversary and whatnot. So normally when you hear the words "it's the end," it's more like, oh well, it could be the end, but it mostly happens when disaster happens in WWE nowadays. Like it's about as staying as a DC comic character being very popular and getting killed off, unless the publisher hates him. So yeah, I won't be surprised if something happens. So Mass Effect fans, their N7 Day, the annual celebration of all things Mass Effect, is finally upon us. Taking place on a Saturday, it seems BioWare is teasing some sort of news related to the critically acclaimed and massively popular sci-fi action RPG franchise tomorrow. Apparently, Mass Effect fans should watch the BioWare blog on November 7th around 8 a.m. PT Pacific Time, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. BioWare hasn't publicly said anything as yet, but the studio has been talking about N7 all day over social media, teasing merchandise and tabletop RPG live streams. It's unclear if the rumored Mass Effect trilogy will be revealed tomorrow with N7 Day celebrating all things Mass Effect, though. It's safe to assume they may at least be mentioned, especially since the original cast has plans to host a special panel during Saturday's festivities. In either case, the rumored bundle, which includes enhanced versions of all the games, except for Andromeda for various reasons, is allegedly coming sometime next year. Earlier this year, BioWare showed his appreciation for Mass Effect by marrying Mass Relays, a series of tweets highlighting the songs from the series. Yeah. So I'm excited. Like I said, I already have done Mass Effect multiple times. I don't unless they add more new content to it, which might as well just make it a remake. I don't think that. I really don't know. Those who want to play the remastered edition, especially Mass Effect 1, which I totally do get, that's your prerogative. I might check out the games, but probably won't be making content with them. Unless they allow me to convert my saves over to the remastered of Mass Effect 1, then we'll have business. PS5 lets you automatically turn on subtitles for all your games. Okay, what? Like, okay. I get it if they want to do it preemptively, but like, that's kind of weird. Okay. So Tom Holland has posted the first photo from set, and it shows him wearing a mask within a mask. Yeah. COVID protection, everyone. Protect yourself from the virus. So, Tom Holland just wrote in this picture update saying, wear a mask. I'm wearing two. I'm Spider-Man. So, yeah, it looks like shooting has begun. Also, speaking of Spider-Man, Miles Morales' accessibility features have been detailed. Accessibility is something that is very important to Insomniac Games. PlayStation and Marvel games below is a list of the major accessibilities that features you could expect to see come November 12th. Yeah, November 12th. QTE autocomplete, change buttons, taps to hold, web shooter burst, swing and parkour mode, chase assist, Venom mode, sets Venom activation to toggle or button hold. Okay. Enhanced auto aim, increased dodge window, controller remapping, explicit puzzle hints, accessibility vibration, invert camera up and down. Let's see more of this thread if there's more. Adaptive triggers, camera follow, combat camera, look at waypoint, control hints, mini map, crime notifications, UI user interface, parallaxing, icon and prompt size, HUD background, subtitles, subtitle size, subtitle background color, speaker color, English voiceover, controller speaker, narrate ASL, enable narration of subtitle American Sign Language lines, JJJ podcast, Danky podcast, it sounds like. HDR, only on compatible TVs. High visibility spider sense, contrast options, Available various shades of and high contrast. Use presents and whatnot to customize each setting individually using solid single colors of the heroes and enemies, allies, and etc. So yeah, look forward to that, everyone. Miles Morales is set to launch on November 12th, so get excited for that, and let's see what backs web slinging with Miles Morales. So, due to the COVID-19 crisis and Cyberpunk, most likely, it has been announced that the medium has been delayed. After much careful thought and consideration today, we have made the difficult decision to delay our launch of the medium to January 28, 2021. It wasn't an easy choice to make, but one made due to the COVID situation in Poland, as well as the current schedule of other games on the market, which we will not say what. Bloober Teams remains committed to delivering our biggest, most ambitious, fear-inducing experience to date. The additional development time will allow us to add further polish, ensuring we deliver our innovative, genre-pushing vision of interactive psychological horror. Rest assured, the delay will not stop us from sharing information with you guys, as then you can expect us to unravel a few more layers of the medium's great mystery. Soon, stay tuned and stay safe. And someone named Heroes of the Gods just posted a gif of basically a truck ramming through all the cars. Say Cyberpunk 77 is like, be like that. Yeah. So look forward to that. Let's see. Also joining the backwards compatibility list is GTA 5 and Red Dead Redemption 2. I am genuinely not surprised because they are very, very popular, especially when you have GTA Online kind of dominating the market. So, yeah, I was a little surprised they weren't going to make an update of it, an upgrade of it. PT reportedly has PlayStation 5 backwards compatibility removed by Konami before release. Okay, I didn't even know that was supposed to be a thing. After hope for backwards compatibility, PT appears not to work on PS5 through any means, but strangely, it seems that hasn't always been the case, with Konami reportedly removing compatibility ahead of the new console's launch. The now iconic horror game teaser for Silent Hills was seemingly playable via file transfer in October. However, after an update, the game could no longer be played on the new console, something IGN Japan has confirmed. Polygon reports when contacted for comment, Sony said the changes was a publisher decision, meaning that Konami was like, we will kill all credibility, and our empire will rise to the occasion and oppress the gamers' rights. Fuck Konami. So, yeah, so Sony's promise failed right before release. So, EA plans to release multiple new franchises in the coming years. Clearly, these new franchises will be gambling, casinos, slot machines, roll-ups, you know, uh, boring stuff and not good detailed features with too much space added. But, multiple new franchises that will most likely be EA Sports' gambling casinos. Damn it. So, Sony continues to have this rather weird consumer attitude that I just really don't get. The PlayStation 5 UI system does not have custom themes. Why? Do we have to wait for an update, or was this just like, um, yeah, I don't get why they did that. Why not have custom themes? Aims. So, So remember the PlayStation 5 having a 825 gigabyte on solid state drive? So, um, yeah, continued problem about that will mull out bullshit, everyone, in bullshit land. PS5 has 667 gigabytes of usable storage space. Yeah. So, Yeah, the PS5 version of Black Ops Cold War is 135 gigabytes of SSD space alone. And this is without Warzone, it seems. God damn. So, Xbox Series X offers 802 gigabytes of usable space from a 1 terabyte drive. Why is this happening? Why? Why? Oh, Sony, everything seems to be falling apart for you guys. Oh, by the way, Kerbal Space Program 2 has been delayed to at least 2022. So it said it's going to be, it's been scheduled for the physical year 2023, which is as early as 2022 of April, or as of late March of 2023. You know, why not just, and they had to write this bullshit statement since, they killed the studio that made it. Say this: I know this is frustrating, especially considering this isn't the first time we've adjusted our schedule. We knew we were taking on the immense technical and creative challenge when we started this project. We've heard time and again and from this community that quality is paramount, and we feel the same way, except we are Take Two and we fucked everything up. It's not enough to deliver a bunch of few features. Those features have to be woven together into a stable, polished whole. We're creating a reliable foundation on which players and modders alike can build for another decade or more. That involves solving problems that have never been solved before, and that takes time. Damn it. Yeah, yeah, considering what happened to Star Theory games, people are still pissed. So, in what could be considered bad news for fans of Control, but at the same time, fans who are also pissed at Remedy, are going to be told, okay, everyone, we got an update from Remedy Entertainment on Twitter. An update from the development team, Control Ultimate Edition, will arrive on next-gen platforms early 2021. We want the final quality of the game to be awesome, so we need to be a bit more time to work on it. Thank you for your understanding and patience. We still will charge you guys double the price. Okay, so fuck all of you. So you're taking that out. So yeah. Way to go. I don't care. Like I was interested in the game, but then the shady stuff happened and I was like, what the fuck? So yeah. So anyways, let's talk about comic books. Yeah, comic books. So we're in Third Eye Comics section of this video. We're at the 37 and 20-minute mark, 20-second mark. So let's get into some new comics. And as you can tell, you can already see which one of them were. So first off is what I was showing previously, but never said it, is Justice League, part of the Doom Metal tie-in event, issue 56. And this is the variant featuring the Rebirth Justice League story that first came out for the Rebirth covers. So look forward to that video. Batman 102, which is the I can't pronounce his name, but this cool, awesome variant cover of Ghost Hunter, of the Ghost Maker, part of the Ghost Story storyline. So look forward to when that arc's finished in December in my video about it. Next up in the Batman universe, we got Detective Comics 1029, mostly because this is a freaking awesome looking guy. And also, the universe is connecting, it seems, again after God knows how long. So, Detective Comics. I might try something different when making a video about this if I do intend to. Ooh, but this is an awesome cover, I find. Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the evilest of them all? Prestige format issue of Batman Hush, Tales from the Dark Multiverse. By the way, the guy doesn't even mention death metal, I think. So, yeah, Tempest, do you know what you're doing? You're kind of failing at your job. We also got the variant movie cover of Deceased, issue 5. And this is the Wonder Woman variant, featuring not Wonder Woman Diana Prince, but Cassie Sandsmark, or part of the Deceased Dead Planet event. We also get G. Willow Wilson's The Dreaming Waking Hours, issue 4, and once again part of the Dreaming event of the Sandman universe. So I want to look forward to that, everyone. Okay. We also got some third-party comics. The first one up is Crossover by Donny Cates. I actually do plan to make a video about this. So this is the Jeff Shaw variant featuring the main character main female character. Or actually, I don't know how many issues this actually is supposed to be. I actually don't know. I know there's 2 more issues planned, but I don't know how many issues there's going to be. I kept thinking it was going to be 12, but I've looked everywhere trying to look for the number, but I have not gotten a thing. Also, for the first time ever, we got a Boom Studio comic, Dune, House Atreides. Now, I have never watched the Dune movie from all those decades ago, and I've not read the book, so I thought, since I'm going to be trying to check out Dune by the director of Arrival and Blade Runner 2049, I thought I should check out the comic. Also, as part of my continuing quest of the Dawn of X era, we got Exoswords Marauders number 14. Along with joining them is let's see. This is a variant cover featuring, well, more of the not so much the Marauders, more like we just need a title that has the name, but we're not really doing anything. But it does feature Storm and her battle with basically Anubis in a dance-off, essentially. We got Web of Venom, Empire's End, the final pretty much tie-in of Venom, and also the tie-in that will lead into the big event, The King in Black by Donny Cates. We also got Wolverine, Black, White, and Blood, which this is the variant that has the missing page. Let me just double check. Yeah, it's missing the page. Yeah. So, at least I got the digital code. I got Donny Cates for number 9 because he's taking over the Marvel Universe. Phoenix variant, and with Jane Foster's Valkyrie. Yeah, long story of how she got to that, but yeah, it's pretty awesome. We also got Exoswords number 12, part of X-Men issue 14, featuring the King in Black variant, featuring Cyclops being possessed by the web of Venom symbiotes. And last but not least, as you've seen, the Prestige Plus formatted Hellblazer Rise and Fall. It's written by Tom Taylor. So, yeah. I'm surprised they didn't consider making this part of the Sandman universe, but who knows? Considering John Constantine's book's ending, I thought for sure they would consider doing that. But, yeah. All this week's batch of comics. So, content. Those were all my weekly comics this week. Expect the next batch to hopefully arrive Wednesday, but if not, between Thursday and Friday again. So look forward to all that. I am Neo Reality Entertainment. If you like, comment, subscribe, and donate, and stay tuned for more. This was Neo Reality Collective. See you all next week, everyone. Stay safe and take care out there. And also, let's end this on a hopefully updated note. We're still at 264 against 214. Fuck. This is gonna take. I predicted that this will take until near Monday morning, near Monday midnight.